Welcome to the Armwood Opinion channel, and today's video is entitled Georgia Wins. Georgia for the win. Georgia came through for President-elect Biden and for Democrats in the Senate. John Ossoff and Raphael Warnock won their Senate races against incumbent Republicans, and now Democrats have both the presidency and the Senate. Here to Georgia. So I'm very proud of my adopted state. We did what needed to be done. And particularly voters of African American descent. African American voters are the ones who made this happen. And we have to give special mention to our wonderful Stacey Abrams, who showed us the way, who organized us, and led us through this. So I am really pleased that Stacey, even though the election was stolen from her for the governorship 2 years ago, she guided the way for Democrats to win big in 2021 and 2020. So, here to Stacey. We also have to talk a little bit about Donald COVID-19 Trump. And that's how I will describe him from here on out. He was defeated and impeached 2 days ago on Wednesday for the second time. The only president in American history to be impeached twice. Now, the Senate trial won't start until 2021, after President Biden takes office and after Chuck Schumer replaces Mitch Turtleman McConnell as the Senate Majority Leader. Trump led an attempt, an insurgency over the U.S. government. He tried to overthrow the Congress while they were voting to certify the November 3rd elections on January 6th. He told his group of thugs to march down to the Capitol, and they did that. They broke in, and it was organized. There were police involved on their side. They had people guide them into where Nancy Pelosi's office was, Congressman Clyburn. These people were organized. Police have been involved in this. We know how crooked police can be in the United States. They're low education people, generally speaking. Average IQ of an American police officer is 104, according to the federal court in the case of Jordan versus the city of New London. And we have a lot of thugs who use policing as an employer of last resort. And Trump has a lot of supporters in that field. Well, some of them, small portion of them. I don't want to indict all police, but a small portion of them acted in support of the insurrection. A total of so far 5 people have been killed. There have been a lot of arrests. The FBI didn't say anything about it for almost a week. And then the head of the FBI did not speak at all, one of his lieutenants. So it tells us something about what's going on here. And what it tells us is that there has been corruption at the highest level in the Congress, both in the House of Representatives and the Senate. People like Ted Cruz and Senator Hawley, who encouraged this sedition, need to be kicked out of the Senate. They're nothing but common thugs. They need to be arrested, charged with inciting sedition, a federal crime, tried, and imprisoned. As does President Trump after he leaves office. You know, Republicans who were involved in this sedition now are talking about, oh, we shouldn't go after the president, we shouldn't go after these Republicans to bring the nation together. They're the ones that divided the nation. They're the ones that encouraged the invasion of the Capitol. If you're going to arrest a kid on the street for smoking a marijuana cigarette, these violent invaders of the nation's capital, these burglars and traitors to the U.S. who committed sedition, they committed burglary, they committed sedition, they killed people, a fire extinguisher, and beat to death a Capitol police officer. These people need to be charged and imprisoned, as well as the people that incited this. In 1968, Congress passed a statute. At the time, it was called the Rat Brown Bill, that was specifically targeted at people who were inciting people to riot. Clearly, President Trump was one of these people, the leader of the pack, as it might say, the pack of mad dogs. He has potential criminal liability both at the federal level, in New York State, and in the state of Georgia. Or in Georgia, the Fulton County Attorney General can act on it because Trump called for the overturning of the votes in majority black Fulton County, as he did in majority black counties around the country. That is a crime under Georgia law. Vote tampering is a crime. So, this needs to be dealt with. But I want to once again thank the voters of Georgia, in particular the black voters, the African American voters, and in particular the women, the black women of the state of Georgia, for rising up, organizing, and voting. And I also want to thank the people from all over the country, of all colors, who joined in. And they drove me crazy, calling and texting and emailing to make sure that I had voted. And I had voted way back on November 29th, absentee. But I got calls up until the day before Election Day. And I was glad to see the operation. I pestered people that I knew to vote. The Ossoff campaign used an app called Reach that you could add your friends on, see whether they voted or not, and trace the status of people. It was wonderful. I really thought it was a good app. So, the way they did this campaign is the way we need to, as Democrats, need to act from now on. Because voter suppression will continue. But we have proved one thing, that resistance is not futile. As of next Wednesday, Donald will be Trump again, which was his family's original name. Yeah, they'll still call him Donald. I'll call him Donald COVID Trump. But the point of this hat that John Oliver put out in 2016 was to bring Trump back down to the ground, to show the public who he is. Now we know who he is. A common criminal, an American Mussolini. And I'm thankful he will no longer be president. You have a good day. Hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe. I do political videos on here all the time. And resistance is not futile.